Alright, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Ugh. 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 How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. I've had this dream before, someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer to prove a killer innocent. That kind of puts that dream in a whole different light, you know, because you're not worthy of your title. You're a defense attorney and you're defending a killer instead of an innocent man or woman, whatever. Yay, phones! Wish I had one. Beep. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. You don't look so well, dude. You gonna prove me not guilty today, right? Beep. If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Ugh. Now listen up, you better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Phoenix. Oh hey, look, it's Mia. Mia! Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. Jeez, kind of a masculine voice for Mia. You don't know? She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times is when you have to force your biggest smiles. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. Apparently there is something somewhere because someone is calling us. Ugh, is that a cursed on guard again? A cursed? Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it. You're really mean, pal. Ah, Gumshoe, I'm really sorry. Where are you? They let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after the killer, pal. Then you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not gonna give up. Gumshoe. Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're gonna do everything we can and find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get on guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true, I could do that if I found Maya first. You got that, so you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. I have to make the trial last longer? If you go with Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You, Mr. Edgeworth, can do it. So, believe in us. We're gonna give it all we've got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Beep. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance. Yeah, like, friendship anybody that watches the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series knows that from freaking Teia's friendship speeches. Right. Yeah. Looks like we're coming down to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can, or Gumshoe will come through, I know it. Alright. March 23rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3. Smack! Court is now in session for the trial of Matt on guard. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Engard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape. Then you're saying that she is guilty after all? I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? It looks like a shell. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes, Juan Corda was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Engard. What a surprising turn of events. Epic forehead. I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. Yeah, no kidding. I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true. But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Mai is safe and sound. I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Smack! Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Hey, look, it's Vegeta! Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way, yeah. Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much. Oh, sorry, well, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Engard's room. Okay, sure. Alright, let's start this crank. Let's get this trial on. Let's get this trial going. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Huh. Okay. He's talking with a bellboy, huh? Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. Talking with the bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes that the person Mr. Engard was speaking was an ordinary bellboy, what are you implying? I'm implying that my forehead is epic! Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? Looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. It's a trap! Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just gonna have to charge in head first, right? Oh, great. We're charging head first into a trap! Whatever. I can't do the it's a trap voice ending very well. The award ceremony, I went to Matt's room myself. Okay. Let's ask. How do you know you went by yourself? The defendant's room? Why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother, sort of, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright! What is it? You're gonna try to trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer! No one said you were, Mr. Powers. No, please, don't trick me! Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time? Witness. I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. Oh, great! We're gonna get a lecture from Mr. Epic Forehead, huh? So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. Sorry. So you went to the defendant's room, and then... Hey, wait a minute! When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here? Phoenix, you got owned. Alright, Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his single samurai costume. He's talking with someone. At first I thought it was the bellboy. Alright. The bellboy. That was not the bellboy. At first? What do you mean by that? Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform and he had a bottle of juice on the tray. On a tray. Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? No, it's like, sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry. I guess I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one. Alright. I watched the two of them for a while, but then gave up and went back. Let's ask about that. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip? That's a perfectly normal thing to do. So, how long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think. Alright, well, why don't we... I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Well, here, what? Watched the two of them for a while, then I gave up and went back. I was talking with someone I thought was Bellboy. Okay, let's try this one. Alright. Not going to be able to get too much more into this video. And are you sure it was Matt on guard? Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the Nickel Samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. And? What was the defendant doing, staying in front of his own room? Okay. I guess I couldn't make them wait for me. Let's see. So who are these guests you were talking about? You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further. Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state, and I ended up focusing on her. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. Ah, great. After the award ceremony, I went for myself in Matt's room. Okay, Matt was standing there, okay. I was talking with someone. At first I thought it was the bellboy, okay. Watched the two of them for a while. Okay. You know, I think at this point I'm just going to end off the video since I don't want to drag it on while having no idea what to do. So in the next part, we're going to talk a little bit more to Mr. Will Powers himself. So I will see you guys later.